Domino's Pizza is far from a family favorite. You may remember it from youth programs as a kid, or from your class pizza parties when you collectively scored above a C on the midterm. Its close association with mediocrity in the minds of the masses as a result of 50 years of pizza, and bread bowls, and submarine sandwiches, and lava cakes. Holy shit, this had started way before I was ready. It's just that Domino's is so blah that I'm kind of losing my shit from researching it for so long. Hopefully, I can stay sane enough to tell you all the sins they've committed over the years. Domino's was started by two brothers back in 1960. There's nothing wrong with the year, but the shop was located in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I have to send the name of any town that sounds like more of a disease than a city. The brothers, Tom and James Monahan, did all right in the beginning, but James got bored pretty quick and sold his half of the business to his brother in exchange for the delivery car. I hope he got some good mileage out of it, because currently his share of the company is worth $5 billion. They say live without regrets, but I'm not sure if old Jimmy is managing that too well in his shared room at a nursing home in Boca. When Tom went ahead and named the company Domino's Pizza Incorporated, he had 10 years of growing bliss before Domino Sugar slapped him with a lawsuit. He came out on top, but let's be honest, neither pizza or sugar should make you think of Domino's. Calm the fuck down, guys. In 1979, they had a 30-minute delivery guarantee, which meant that if the delivery guy didn't deliver the pizza within 30 minutes, the customer would get the pizza for free. This lasted all of 7 years before the company realized they needed to make money, so the price went down to $3 off if the guy was late. In 1992, the company was sued after a Domino's driver killed a woman while recklessly delivering pizza. Unfortunately, there's no word out if the pizza was delivered under the 30-minute mark. Domino's found themselves in an extremely similar lawsuit the next year, so they ended their 30-minute guarantee. But they didn't end their slogan, "You got 30 minutes?" Which now, in context, sounds a little bit more like a threat.
What did you say?
You got 30 minutes.
The company started expanding internationally in 1983, and by 2015, they were opening up a pizza shop in Milan itself, meaning that the Italian public could finally have access to Domino's Pizza, which is exactly what Italy needed. That place has so little culture, it might as well be a newly cleaned petri dish. The NYSE ticker symbol used by the company is DPZ, which sounds more like an anime show geared towards 7-year-olds than a pizza company geared towards 7-year-olds. Domino's started branching out in the early 2000s, adding menu items that weren't pizza, just like every good pizza joint ought to do. Unfortunately for Domino's, a 2009 survey of taste preference placed Domino's in dead last, tied with Chuck E. Cheese. The only time you want to be tied with Chuck E. Cheese, actually, no, there's never ever a time you want to be tied with Chuck E. Cheese. Because of this, they revamped their entire menu and changed a lot of their recipes, which brought their ratings up. But I don't really want them to get big heads, so here's another sin. They even started making oven-baked sandwiches in 2008 to compete with Subway. Domino's offered free sandwiches to people named Jared, a marketing ploy that would prove to be ill-advised just 7 years later. But see, if Jake Paul heard about this, he would have gone and legally changed his name to Jared to get the fucking sandwich. There's a relevant joke. Get me on the trending page, please. A gluten-free crust was debuted in 2012, accompanied by a warning that people allergic to gluten shouldn't eat it. So it's for people who don't want regular Domino's crusts but have this burning desire to spend an extra couple bucks on a smaller, less tasty dough. Good idea? In 2013, they also created a vegan pizza. You haven't heard of it? That's shocking. Truly shocking. 2015 was the year of the Domino's pizza car, which is exactly what it sounds like. Except it's not made of pizza, so I guess it's not exactly what it sounds like. This car can carry 80 pizzas and has an oven on board. I'm pretty sure that 18-year-old delivery boy chat is super psyched about driving around a literal oven, but maybe keep the fucking kitchen appliances off the road and, I don't know, in the kitchen? Also, I have my suspicions that this is a very elaborate prank on the brother who gave up his share of the company for the delivery car way back in Michigan. Oh yeah, you lost $5 billion? Well, guess what? Even our delivery car is better than the car you ended up with. Suck it. Remember that Dunkin' Donuts episode we did where the couple was so obsessed with Dunkin' that they ended up getting their honeymoon comped? Well, Domino's isn't that nice, but they do have a wedding registry open for brides who really like Domino's. Because subtlety isn't exactly Domino's specialty, they shipped 1,000 lava cakes to a visitor center near Mount St. Helens to promote the new dessert. If the irony doesn't make sense to you, Mount St. Helens is a volcano in Washington that erupted in May 18th, 1980, killing 57 people. Nice job, Domino's, you so edgy. Domino's has always had bad luck / bad ideas when it comes to their marketing. Their 1980s mascot, known as the Noid, inspired a mentally ill man with the same last name to believe the company was mocking him, so he held 2 Domino's employees hostage before letting them escape to eat the pizza he initially ordered. The Noid was then discontinued. That's so fucking dumb. In 2008, they forgot to deactivate a promo code, resulting in 11,000 medium pizzas being given away for free. Franchise owners were unhappy to say the least, but Cheeto dust-covered 23-year-olds living in their mother's basement smoking out of Rasta-themed bowls were overjoyed. To top it off, the code was bailout, which could only have been an incredible joke in poor taste about the 2008 housing bubble and economic crisis. Ironically, the company had to pay their franchisees back for the mistake, in what one could conceivably call a bailout. Not too long after the promo code fiasco, 2 Domino's employees in North Carolina posted a prank video to YouTube in which they prepared food in an unsanitary manner before delivering to an unsuspecting customer. It was a hoax, but people are so stupid the company suffered. 65% of surveyed customers said they wouldn't go back to Domino's after watching the video. Unfortunately, there's no stats on how many customers prior to the incident said they wouldn't go back after eating the pizza. For some reason, the Domino's marketing team thought a 50 Shades of Grey style ad for their new sriracha flavored pizza would be a good idea. Warning, not safe for work. While the ad never officially appeared anywhere, it was still designed and presented as a valid idea. I'm a little confused as to how a tongue would use a ball gag, but I guess there are more concerning aspects of the ad to be focused on, like the Minion-esque background, the arms coming out of the tongue, the obvious cuts and scratches on the tongue surface, the existence of the ad, etc. And finally, a location in Paris, Texas caught some flack back in 2016. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that they blatantly plagiarized France. See, a nurse at a local medical center ordered a pizza from their store 5 minutes before they closed. The pizza showed up with a message on the side of the box saying, "We would appreciate it very much if you didn't wait until 5 minutes before we close." Needless to say, the nurse, who works at a medical center that is manned 24/7, was a little annoyed at being addressed in such a rude manner. No word yet on whether or not she has refused service to Domino's employees within 5 minutes of her shift ending. That's pretty funny. Oh, goodbye.
This is disgusting.